So, good morning, fellow yarnies, and welcome to part number 3, round number 1 of the Amanzi throw, so the extended block. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to find that first extended treble that we did over there, okay? And you know, I called it a long long treble. You're going to just insert your hook into the back and attach your yarn. I'm using duck egg, so you're going to do a chain, 2 chain ones like that, okay, to start. Then you're going to skip over your long treble, and you're going to skip over your first half double crochet, okay. You're going to work 1 yarn over times 3, chain 1, puff, okay. Well, if I can get it right, there we go. Okay, and then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to work 2 of these yarn over times 3, like that, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then again 1, 2, 3. So you're working between those half double crochet front posts from your previous round, which was round number 13 of part number 2. Okay, so you've got 1 and then 2 into the next space and 2 into the next space. So you know you're working between the half double crochets, and you're ending with 1. So it's a yarn over times 3, chain 1, and then you're going to just flip your work over, and you're going to pop a single crochet into that long bit of the treble. Okay, so you're not going to be working, so you're doing sort of a single crochet back post, but around that long bit over there. Okay, and then immediately you're going to skip over your first half double crochet, and you're going to continue like that, okay, with a puff, 1 puff, and then 2 into the next 2 spaces. So you're working 2 like that, okay, and another 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 1 into that last space between your half double crochets. Okay, so it's going to look like that. And now you'll find, okay, and then oops, getting a bit tied up here, and then just do a single crochet back post around that long bit behind your treble, your long treble, and then yarn over, and you continue directly. Okay, so what you'll notice at the end of this round is, or not this, well, just the rows, okay? So I'm not going to say the end of the round, because we're not going in a round, we're going in a row. At the end of the row, you'll find that your work starts to splay a little bit, because we've squeezed in all of those puffs, okay? But once you begin working on the framing for, you know, because it's kind of the whole flower thing going on there. So once you start working on the framing, you'll find that it pulls, you'll see how it kind of like pulls your work back into line. So don't worry too much, it's going to look a bit sort of frivolly, but you'll see it works out, okay? So I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm going to continue with round number 2, and then I'll show you how you know, we're going to work behind the corners. Okay, so you just carry on, and the stitch count for that round number round number 1 is 6. Just wait for my noisy neighbor to leave. Is 16 times 6 puffs. Okay, 16 times 6 puffs and 16 single crochets into the back. So okay, so 16 of those, I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 times 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I beg your pardon, 17. Yeah, I knew. So 17 is the one that you finish off with, the single crochet that you finish off with. Okay, so 16 of those, 17 of the single crochets. Okay, and I shall see you at round number 2. Okay, so here we are at the end of this row, and I still have my hook attached, so I wanted to just show you how to finish off. Okay, so you've done your 6 puffs, yarn over times 3, chain 1, so you've done 1 and then 2 into the next space between the half double crochet front post, and 2 between the next half double crochet front post, and 1. So it's 1, 2, 2, 1, and that's 6. So I've just closed my puff, and you chain 1 and just pop a single crochet like that into the back. Okay, and I'm going to snip off the yarn. So this is an independent round, okay, so you're just going to do these independently. We're not going to be working at the back. Okay, so that is the end of round number 1 of part 3. Okay, so it's going to look like that, and you'll notice that it sort of splays. I can't show you the whole thing because this is getting so big. Oh my gosh. Okay, but you can see it sort of starts to splay out a little bit like that because you've gone and squished in all of those puffs, but don't worry. Okay, it will all come together in the next 2 rounds. Okay, I'm not sure if I mentioned, the colour is Duck Egg, Stylecraft Special DK. I'm still carrying on with my Stylecraft because I have quite a big stash of it now, so this is really a stash buster. You know, I'm trying to sort of stay, you know, where the colours are harmonious or complementary, but I really am just using what I have. As I explained before, my local yarn shop doesn't always have Stylecraft, and you have to wait for ages if you run out of colours. So, okay, so now, still cleaning off cat hair. So what we're going to do now is, I'm just wondering where to start. So what I've done is I've gone on ahead, but I'm actually going to pull this out so that I can show you. Okay, so I'm going to pull, so this is round number 2, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so I'm just going to, you're going to see a stitch marker. There you go. Look at that ergonomic design of the stitch marker while I pull out the yarn. And the colour that I'm using is Sage. Okay, also the Stylecraft. Okay, so now that you've appreciated that stitch marker, we can move on to round number 2. Round number 2 of part 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a chain 4 into this space. So it's a chain 4 front post, which is of course equivalent to 1 treble front post. Okay, like that. So as I mentioned before, there is a YouTube tutorial somewhere on YouTube where the tutor shows you how to do this in more like a standing treble front post. But anyway, I do it the traditional way, so you've got your 4 chains, right? And now what you're going to do is, this is also another easy, so this is not an independent round. This round you'll carry on working over all of your puffs, and I'll show you how to work into the corner. So what you're doing is you're working a half double crochet front post over all of the puffs, like so. Okay, so that makes 6 half double crochet front posts, and then yarn over twice, and not into that top part, but into that sort of long loop of that treble. You're going to work another treble, then you're going to work, so you're doing half double crochet front posts over all of your half double crochets, over your puffs, okay, like that, and you're working a treble front post over your previous long treble stitch, like that. Okay, that sort of extended treble that you did, okay, in round number 13. Okay, so I think you should be fine. Okay, so you start off with 4 chains equal to 1 treble front post over those, so you're working the chains over, it's like a 4 chain front post, 1 half double crochet front post over all of your puffs, and 1 treble front post over your extended or your long treble stitch there, and then back to, so it's really easy. So it's just half double crochets, treble front post, half double crochet front posts, treble front post, half double crochet front post, treble front post. And your stitch count at the end of this should be okay, so 17 treble front post. So let's check: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, and 96 half double crochet front posts over your puffs, because it's 6 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 11 12 13 14 15 16. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of the row, and then we'll I'll show you how to work behind your corners. So I shall see you there at the end of this row. Okay, so we are here. I'm just going to pull this out. So we're on round number 2, and part number 3, and so we've done our half double crochets over the puffs, and then we've done the treble front posts over those long trebles from round number 12 from the part 2. Okay, so we've done the last half double crochet front post over the puff, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to pop a treble front post over that last long, I wonder if it's called a long or extended, so I like to call it a long treble, but anyway, over that long treble. Okay, from round number 12. Now, what we're going to do is we have got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and we're going to be working between the stitches. So we're going to start here. Okay, so we're going to start between those two, then we're going to skip 2, so that's 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, and you'll have 1 front post left over. Okay, so what you're going to be doing here is a treble puff. Oh no, not a treble puff, although that would be interesting, wouldn't it? You're going to be working a treble popcorn. I'm not the only one who gets my puffs and popcorns mixed up. I was watching a video tutorial one of my favorite video tutorial ladies, Melodora from Melodora Creations. Wow, she's amazing. And she was also getting them mixed up, puffs and popcorns. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does use, you know, quite a bit of yarn, but I think it's worth it. And then you're going to close the chain and chain 1, and you're going to skip. So you're going to be working between. So you're going to skip 2. You know, work between 2. I'll show you how. Okay. So this is the treble popcorn, a nice big fat one. Oh, I just love these chunky stitches. You know, that's where I am at the moment. I'm exploring all these very, very chunky, very like highly textured, you know, designs. But you know, it might change. I might wake up one morning and just think, oh, I've had enough of all those textures, and now I want to do some, you know, flat, which I have done with my free patterns. If you look at my free patterns, you'll see that they're not, they are textured, but not, you know, like these, like the big ones. So, alright, so can you see where I've gone? So I've gone between those two, then I've, you know, then we've skipped over those and gone between those, and now we're going to work, you know, we're going to skip that and work between those two front posts. Okay, with our treble puff. Okay, like that. I'm going to just do this side with you. Okay, so that's 4 and 5. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, skip those 2, work between. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5. Okay, chain 2. Skip those 2 into that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've kind of panned in a little bit, so now I'm a little bit off camera. Okay, and then the last one, you're skipping those 2 and you're working between those last 2. So you'll in effect have 3 stitches left. 2 of them will be the corner stitches. Okay, so that's 4, 5. So the color I'm using is sage. Did I mention that? Alright, and then you're going to chain 3. Okay, then you're going to stick your hook. You just stick your hook through that hole, and you're going to just work a single crochet between, you know, so into that chain space you'll be working a single crochet. So you're not working a corner. Okay, then you're going to turn your work a bit so it's a little easier. 1, 2, 3 chains. Okay, yarn over 3 times, and then you're going to skip your 2 corner stitches. Okay, and your first front post, and then you're going to be working again, you know, you're just going to mirror the other side. You're going to work your way down like that. Okay, well, I'm going to, just to save my battery, I'm going to carry on with these popcorns, and then I'll just see you at the end of the popcorns. and then show you how to go on to your next side. Okay, and chain 1 to close and 1. Let me just lay that out for you so you can see how it looks. Okay, so that's going to be your corner. Turn. Alright, so it's going to look like that, and then I'll meet you here. Okay, so we're going again. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 nice fat popcorns, and we have that little corner bit sticking out there. Okay, so I'm sure I'll think of something imaginative to work in there. Don't think that I have any idea what the rest of the pattern entails. As I did say before, it is a mystery. It's a mystery to you, and it's a mystery to me too. So which is really all the fun. You know, I'm having a lot of fun with this because you know, I'm just looking at the pattern and as it goes along and just seeing what comes up. Okay, so you have finished your 6 nice fat juicy puffs. Your treble, if I call them puffs one more time, honestly, your nice fat juicy popcorns, and then I've done one, so I've done, you know, the chain to close, the closing chain. You're not going to do another chain, you're just going to yarn over times 3, and you're going to do a treble front post, and then you're back to working exactly the same as you did with your other row. A half double crochet front post over all of the puffs, all 6 of the puffs, so it's 6 puffs, and then it's 6 half double crochet front posts like that. Yarn over twice, and then you're going into, you know, that bottom, that long bit of that treble, that long treble stitch, and you're doing a treble front post. Yarn over, half double crochet front post for all of your puffs like that. Okay, and then when you get down to the bottom, you do your treble front post over the last long treble from that round number 12, and you immediately go into your popcorns, your treble popcorns, starting between the first 2 stitches. So I'll just put a stitch marker in there for the time being, like that. My El Cheapo stitch markers, it's all that's available at my local yarn shop. Okay, yeah, you know, the whole yarny fun has not really reached South Africa yet, and often when I mention that I crochet, people, my neighbour next door, she still said, "What are you doing with yourself these days, Jen?" And I said, "Oh, well, I'm crocheting and writing patterns and so on." And she said, "Crochet? But that was something." She said, "I didn't even, is crochet still alive?" Is crochet still alive? I said, yes, it is alive and well and blooming all over the world. Okay, so once you've done your last, okay, so I'll just go in a little bit there. Okay, so once you've done your last half double crochets and your treble front post and your half double crochet front post, you know, the front post, treble front post, treble front post over that last long treble stitch there. Okay, so you're working your puffs into that stitch. You're not working them between every stitch, but you're working between those 2 front posts, skip, those 2, skip, those 2. Okay, so you should have 6, and when you get to the end like that, you'll have one over because you will have worked your last popcorn. I did say puffs, didn't I? You're going to work your last popcorn into there, and then you're just going to do your chain 3 and work a single crochet back post over into that chain space there. Okay, then chain 3 and skip those 3 stitches. Okay, like that. Your first 2 stitches in the corner and your front post, and then you're going to start between. Okay, I think you got it. Alright, so I shall actually see you at the end of round number 2, and as I said, I'm working in tandem, so I haven't even gone onto that side yet, so I'm going to still work my puffs and then, you know, carry on working with that. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of everything. So if you're working in tandem like I am, then I shall see you at the end of round 1 and round 2. See you then. Okay, so I just wanted to show you quickly. Just go down a bit. Okay, so I've done the second corner, and I just wanted to show you, if you're working in tandem, so you're not doing, you know, 1 round and then, but you're working 2 rounds together like I am. Okay, so you've worked that corner, you know, the 3 chains, 1 single crochet into the chain space of round number 12, and 3 chains, and then you've done your nice fat treble popcorns. And then what you do is, you know, you just slip a stitch marker. You just leave it like that, okay? Because round number 1 is puffs, so you know you can just carry on with your puffs, and then you take your stitch marker out and then you carry on with round number 2. You know, so it's following on like that. And then of course at the end of round number 2 you're not going to fasten off because you're going to do another round of the same colours. So I think I kept on saying that the colour is sage, so I'm not yet so familiar with all the Stylecraft colours, but in fact it's storm blue. It's such a lovely colour. I don't know if my camera shows the true colour of it, but it is really beautiful. Storm blue, so that's what I'm using, so duck egg and storm blue, and of course that is the sage, that sort of green, which we are going to be using again. But just in case you're following this colorway and you're using Stylecraft, you know, as I've said before, I'm hoping that people will choose their own colorways. You know, I'm just using the yarn that I have, no particular you know, colorway really. Okay, so I'm going to get along with rounds number 1 and 2 and I shall see you at the beginning of round number 3. Okay, so I'm on the very last, a nice fat treble popcorn, round number 2, and to close, well, we're not going to close, we're actually going to do a half double crochet front post over the treble front post that you made in the last round. Okay, and then we're going to skip, let me just go down a bit. Okay, so we're actually onto round number 3. Alright, so we finished off round number 2, we finished off with those nice fat popcorns like that, and we did a chain 1 to close, and then we're just immediately going to do a double crochet front post around that double crochet front post, around, sorry, that was a treble, around the treble front post. Okay, in fact those were the 4 chains, you know, 4 chain front posts that we started with, and then you're going to skip the first half double crochet and you're going to do a half double crochet front post over the next 4. Okay, 2, 3, and then, so you'll have one on either side. You'll have one left on either side. Okay, there and there. And you're going to do a half double crochet front post over the treble front post. You're going to skip your first half double crochet front post, and then you're going to half double crochet front post around your next 4 half double crochet front posts like that, and then you're going to skip the next one and do a half double crochet front post over your treble front post. Skip, half double crochet front post, another one, whoopsie, another one, and another one, and a half double crochet front post over your treble front post. Okay, so you're basically just working a half double crochet front post into 4 half double crochet front posts, or over 4 half double crochet front posts. Okay, like that. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to help. If you noticed with your last round it was a little bit sort of wavy. Okay, and this is going to start like bringing your square more into alignment. Okay, so you just carry on like that all the way up until you get to your last half double crochet front post over your popcorns, and then I'll show you what to do. So I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so round number 3. Alright, so I said I would meet you at the end. Okay, so I'll just do that with you. So what we have done is we've done a half double crochet over the last puff. Okay, but we are skipping that. Okay, so we're skipping that puff and that half double crochet, the beginning one and the end one, and only working a half double crochet front post over the 4 in the middle. Then you're going to yarn over and not grab your popcorn. You're going to yarn over and do a half double crochet front post over your treble front post. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to work a half double crochet into your popcorn, half double crochet into the chain 1, half double crochet into the popcorn, half double crochet into the chain 1, half double crochet into the popcorn, half double crochet into the chain 1, half double crochet into the popcorn, half double crochet in the chain 1, half double crochet in the popcorn, half double crochet in the chain 1, half double crochet in the corner, in the last popcorn just before the corner. Then you're going to chain 2, you're going to single crochet in that chain space from the previous round, chain 2, skip over the single crochet, okay, chain. Okay, so you're doing a chain 2, single crochet into the first chain space, chain 2, single crochet into the second chain space, chain 2, yarn over, and you're back at your half double crochets. 1 half double crochet into the popcorn, 1 half double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 half double crochet into the popcorn, 1 half double crochet in the chain 1 space, into the popcorn, into the chain 1 space, into the popcorn, into the chain 1 space, and you're just going to carry on like that. Okay, and last one half double crochet into your last popcorn, okie dokes, and you're back at your treble front post. You're going to do a half double crochet front post skip your first half double crochet and you just carry on like that. Okay, doing a half double crochet front post over the previous half double crochet front post, but only the 4 in the middle. So you have 6 and you only work the 4 in the middle. Okay, so this is round number 3. Color we are using is Storm Blue, and I shall see you at the end of this round. Okay, so here we are at the end of round number 3, and I've actually gone ahead, so I've gone ahead and with round number 4 so I'm not going to pull it out because it's really easy. So after you've worked your half double crochets into the top of your popcorn, between into the top, between into the top, you're going to do your last half double crochet into the last popcorn, so this one over here. You're not going to fasten off, you're just going to pop a double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post. Okay, so that's going to be how you end round number 3 and how you begin round number 4. And then you're going to work a double crochet front post over those 4 half double crochet front posts that you did in the previous round, and you're going to work a double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post, then 1 double crochet front post over the 4 half double crochet front posts from last round, and a double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post. Okay, so it's a really easy round. You're just going to carry on like that. You're just going to move on all the way up the row. Okay, and then when you get to that last half double crochet front post, you're going to work a double crochet front post over that. Okay, and then you're going to work a double crochet front post over the next 11 stitches. So you're going to be working a double crochet front post over all the half double crochets that you did in the previous round. Okay, so over the one in the popcorn, the one in between, one in the popcorn, so that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's 11 half double crochet. Okay, I'm getting confused now. So you do the double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post from the previous round. You do a double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post, and then you do a half double crochet front post over all the half double crochets that you did in the previous round. Okay, and then you chain 3. Just going to move that out the way then you can see better. Okay, then you're going to chain 3, single crochet into that middle chain space that you made. Okay, remember you kind of created a V there. You did the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Okay, so you're just working into that chain 3 space over there, and then you chain 3 and you work straight back into half double crochet front post over your next 11 stitches, and that's where I've ended. Okay, I mean I've just stopped here so I could do the video guide with you. Okay, so it's 11 on each side, 11 half double crochet front posts, 2 3 chain spaces, one single crochet. Okay, and then you're working double crochet front posts there. Okay, like that. It's going to be, those are your half double crochet front posts, these are your double crochet front posts. You're working into the half double or over the half double crochet front post. Okay, you just carry on like that. So I shall see you at the end of this round. This is round number 4, and I'm continuing with Storm Blue. So I recommend that you stick to the same color, because you're basically going to be, creating a bit of a border around these flowers and opening up the design a little bit more. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of round number 4. Okay, so round number 4, and as I was saying, I was kind of showing you because I'd gone on ahead, but I'm here at the half double crochet front post over the half double crochet that you worked into this nice big fat puff. Okay, and then what you're going to do is just do a double crochet. Okay, double crochet front post and then double crochet front post over your next 4 stitches, so your 4 half double crochet front posts. Okay, going to work double crochets. So it's a little bit confusing in that you don't work double crochet front posts, okay, over the corners. You're only working half double crochet front posts, okay? So, you know, you might forget that when you do the last half double crochet front post, you might be tempted to do another one, but you need to do a double crochet front post, okay? Then you're going to chain 1, double crochet front post, chain 1, and then back to your double crochet front post over the half double crochet front post from the previous round, like that. Okay, so almost like creating, kind of like it's going to create sort of a thick cable. Not thick cable. If you want to work at the really thick cable, that's a whole nother ball game. Chain 1 and double crochet front post over your half double crochet front post, chain 1 and back to your half double crochet front post. So you see, because the blanket is going to, well, no, it's a very small blanket, because the throw is going to be, you know, I'm keeping in the same vein, you know, with a highly textured throw. These front posts are great for that, you know, because they kind of push all your stitches forward. You get these lovely textured raised bits, you know, and that's what I love. It's like drawing with yarn, really. I love that. As I've said before, maybe one day I'll wake up and I'll think, oh, I don't want to do that anymore, and I'll do something, a whole different style of crochet. Who knows? Maybe I'll follow in the footsteps of Wendy Chung. You know, she does all those little tiny mini crochet things. She's done the Pondo Land, and she's made it fit into the palm of her hand. She uses sewing thread. Amazing. Who knows? So maybe I'll go from this to that. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So you're just going to carry on like that, and that's round number 4 of part number 3. And you're just going to continue all the way until you get to your last double crochet front post over your last half double crochet front post, and then you're going to be working a half double crochet front post over 11 stitches. Then you're going to work 3 chains and a single crochet into the chain 3 space and 3 chains, and then double crochet front post over your half double crochet front post, and then you're going to do your half double crochets 11 times, you know, over your half double crochet front post over your next 11 stitches, and then you're back to working a double crochet front post over your half double crochet front post, and then double crochet front post over the next 4 half double crochet front posts. So I think that's fine, and you have the pattern and there are pictures, so you really can't go wrong. Okay, so enough of the idle chit chat and I'm going to see you at the end of round number 4.